finishing third place at the state tournament, so talk about your match today.
Not ultimately where I wanted to be, but I lost and came back and got the next best thing.
Yeah, and then talk about what it took for you to come out on top and, like you said, kind of wrestle back and get third.
I know I wasn't getting to my offense these past few matches, and I wasn't moving my feet, but I've been working on it and keep trying to improve every match and learn from every single time. Keep building for next year.
Yeah, and then the team takes home the team title, so talk about what that feels like to be on that team as a freshman.
Amazing. It's incredible to be state champs as a team. There's no feeling for it. It's just amazing. We all worked hard for this moment, and
yeah, and then
we deserve it.
Absolutely. And then for you still have 3 years of Go Hawk wrestling left, so kind of talk about how this state tournament's going to kind of help motivate you in the future.
Like I said, I didn't get what I wanted, so come back, work harder, keep working on what I need to improve every time, every practice, fix the little things, and come back ready for next year and win that state title.
8, Square Lake Martin with 50.5. 7, Centerville with 51. 6, Sylvan with 52.5. 5th, Union with 54.5. 4th, Newton with 55. 3rd, Clear Lake with 55.5. 2nd, Independence with 56. And leading in Class 2A, West Delaware with 71.5. Now wrestling on bid number 5.
So you got a pretty energizing fall there in your placement match over quite a familiar opponent. So kind of talk about your match and what you thought you did well.
I'm at a loss for it now. I'm happy. State champs, team-wise. It's been a fun year.
Yeah, and then for you were down at state last year with Cedar Falls, and then this year you come to Waverly and you're a state place winner. So how's that feel?
It's amazing. I'm happy. I've gotten so much better here, better partners, better coaches. I keep learning, and happy I got the win for my dad today. It's his birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. And then kind of talk about how you got to this point with your season, just the journey you've gone on this year.
Hard work every day in the room. Partner Aiden Riggins, me and him keep each other accountable, keep each other on the right path. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm getting better, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna win. Just having fun.
And then team state champs, how's that feel?
Hey, it's fun. We've been talking about it all year long, and just in the thoughts in our head. Some of us haven't even been having dreams about it the past couple weeks, and it feels unreal.
So you win by fall to get 7th place at the state tournament your senior year. Kind of talk about what that feeling's like.
I mean, it's kind of bittersweet, you know. It wasn't really my goal, but I mean, just to score points for the team is huge. It's kind of icing on the cake. I mean, we got that state championship, and that was really our goal, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and then in your match, kind of what went well for you?
I just kind of wrestled through the position. He kind of came up and tried to do that JO, and I got hit in that early in the tournament, so I kind of adapted from earlier and kind of switched it up, so that was good.
And then as a senior, part of the state championship team, first since 2011 for the Go Hawks. Talk about that feeling.
It's huge. It's been our goal since 8th grade. Mr. Meyer talked that if we stuck together, we could win it. And then Caldwell last spring said if we had worked hard this offseason, we had it, and I knew that we worked hard and he deserved it. It was ours to take.
First title since 2011.
It's been a long time since I've been around a team that's responded the way they have all week with the adversity, get beat, and come back, and we're as focused as we were the previous match. It's been unbelievable. It shows the maturity of these guys, keeping what's important at the forefront of their mind, and so proud, so proud.
That's a big deal, you know. Your first first title.
Yeah, it is, and I've been assistant coach for Rick when he won a bunch of his titles, and I can tell you now that very few people understand how hard this is. It is It's grueling, it's tough, and you talk about these 4 days in itself. We've been working on this thing for the last year. We were 50 points behind Southeast Polk at the end of the state tournament last year in returning points, and we sat down with the kids and said, hey, we've got to make up 50 points, and then on top of that, we've got to score more than that to beat them. And so they knew the mission a year ago, and they've stuck. We laid out a plan for them, and they stuck with the plan. They believed in us.
The pairings came out, the seedings came out, you had some reservations, and then you guys went out and beat the seeds.
Well, yeah, I wasn't thrilled with some of them, but like I said, our guys rose to the occasion, and it was awesome to see. That's what championship teams do, to be the best team in the state. To be honest with you, Southeast Polk was the number 20 team or whatever in the country. Wow, how good are we? It's just impressive. A lot of people had a lot to do with this feat, and obviously no more than the boys themselves and what they've put into this sport.
Well, you go get those guys ready to wrestle tonight.
Yep.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
And then kind of just talk about the team's performance this morning to really secure that state title.
Why am I shocked by the way that they came out and competed? Probably just because this tournament's so tough. Every match is so tough, but I thought our guys came out and they were the aggressors in every match, and they've risen to basically every occasion throughout the year. Every roadblock that's been thrown in their way, they've persevered and come together and taken care of each other. And it's awesome.
And then for you as a coach, what does it mean to kind of have a traditional state title?
More than probably anyone else would understand. When I took over this job, replacing Rick, my job was, in my mind, was to keep this program where he left it. And with Rick being a friend and a mentor of mine, I take a great deal of pride in being able to bring that state championship trophy home. For myself, for the community, for him, for my family. I mean, there's so many people that are a part of this as a community, family, that I feel like we've delivered, payback for their contributions.
So you finished 7th here at your first state tournament, so kind of talk about what that feels like, especially as a freshman.
It feels pretty good. I had a little doubt in my mind because my outcome first part of the season, I got 5th at conference, and I wanted to prove that I was better than that, so I went out there and did my best.
Yeah, and then I talked with Coach Krueger yesterday, and he said, you weren't in the JV lineup before Christmas break, so kind of talk about the transformation you've made, and now you're a state place winner.
So I worked my tail off, tried to good competition between me and another 6-pounder. He really pushed me hard, and I tried to do my best coming out here, and
Yeah, and then for you, you still have 3 seasons of Denver wrestling left, so kind of talk about how your 7th place finish this year will help motivate you the next 3 years.
It's just going to help me keep moving up. I count my losses, help me know I did wrong. I'll try to fix it next year.
Was the win over the Denver kid?
Brooks.
Was that fun?
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty nice win. I mean, Brooks he's a really good guy. I know his family pretty well.
Right.
So it kind of sucks having to wrestle him, but it's fun to be able to wrestle people you know.
What was the difference there between last week? Oh, shit. Happy birthday, by the way.
The thing is just me getting that first takedown initially. At districts, he took me down right away, and I reversed him. I kind of dictated the match with that first takedown.
What do you need to do between now and next year to go higher?
Just gotta keep working. Gotta keep building. I know I have it in me. I just gotta keep building.
I wanted to ask you, I mean, overall the season team-wise is better, sexually, and almost everybody's back. Do you feel like next year you guys can take a step in that?
I think next year we can honestly make it to state goals. We got 2 freshmen that are freaking tough. Garrett Rinkin and Kendrick Cockby, they're freaking tough. They're gonna make some noise next year.
Both sides, good job. Good job. He's wearing down. Stay on it. Stay on it. Don't let him leave. Good job. Good job.
So that kind of wrapped up your Denver wrestling career, 5th place finish at the state tournament.
Yeah.
So kind of talk about your overall tournament run this year.
4-time state placer. It's pretty great, especially in the state of Iowa. We got a great tradition of wrestling here, but I don't know, it hasn't hit me yet. So, happy how I finished, and I'm sad it's over at the same time. But looking at bigger and better things coming next year. So.
Yeah, and then talk about your 5th place match, kind of what went well. You won by a major decision, so kind of.
That was actually for 3rd, but yeah, good kid. I was just relaxed coming in and just taking it all in, last match out there. So I just wrestled how I wanted to wrestle, and it turned out good. So.
And then for you to come back and win the next best thing other than a state title, kind of talk about your mindset throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, with all the time I've invested in the sport and the time my parents have got me to wrestling practices, and my coaches put all their time into me, I couldn't do that to them or myself, so it's not what I wanted, but it's what I got. So.
And then what's next for Riley Wright?
Next year I'll be going to Cowell College. I'm really excited about that with Coach O and Gatto and their assistants down there. And I just know the guys very well, and I'm excited to get down there and start training. So.
All right, so kind of run me through your placement match, how it feels to be a state place winner your senior year, and kind of the things that went well for you during the match.
A little bittersweet. I mean, it's good to finish high. Wrestled the way I did that last match. Just thought we could do better down here. Had good hopes for finals, but with everything that's happening and everything that's going on, feels pretty good. Sad that it's over, but pretty good. I got to wrestle my whole life with my dad in my corner.
Absolutely, and then kind of talk about your whole Denver career and kind of your thoughts on that and your favorite parts of being a Cyclone.
Just like the teammate and coaches would have to probably be my favorite part. I mean, we're always having a good time and laughing, and win or lose, we always make the best of it. Just hoping for probably a little bit more out of my career, but 3-time state medalist isn't too bad, and just wish we probably could have gotten one of those top 2 ones, but all in all, it's a good season and good career.
And then kind of talk about what's next for you in the future.
Plan on wrestling at Cowell, working on some stuff, of course, and continuing my education there, and hopefully at Cowell we get a national title or at least close to that or something.
At number 5, and 5 for 7th place at 113, Jonathan Earp, Benno,
So placement round is done here at the 2019 state tournament. Just talk about the Cyclones' overall performance.
Just, today was our seniors going out on top. Cael Krueger felt a little better today. Was dominant against a really good kid. Looked more like himself today. Got a fall for us. Wright went out, got too big, got a tech fall in a major. Finished out his career. Brock Farley. Probably just wrestled the best match of his 4-year career right there to possibly put us in a trophy hunt. It's going to be tight, but that helped our chances. Not sure if it was enough to get the job done, but definitely was needed. It was great to see him got check time and go out as a senior on top. Lose first round and battle all the way back for 3rd place. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, and then last time I looked up at the ribbon board, you guys got up to 2nd.
We're in 2nd now. We're done, obviously, and Underwood and Lisbon, they got some pretty talented guys in the finals tonight, so just kind of wait and see game, but over 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever the case might be, it's proud of the way our kids responded.
And then talk about the whole season for Denver. State runner-ups and state duels.
State runner-up duels, can't say any other. It was a good season for us. Always want to try to be state champs, but Don Bosco's pretty dominant this year, and just ran into some flu and some things we could took care of better on our own end as far as wrestling, but our kids responded here in the last day and came through.
And then you guys put 8 on the stand, so what can you say about
8 medalists last year, 8 medalists this year, so we're hanging our heads a little bit, but when it's all said and done, 16 medals in 2 years is really nothing to be too ashamed of.